we actually made it happen. This has been a little something that we've been working on, going back and forth, trying to get it all scheduled up. Yeah. But I'm excited.
Busy. Yeah, we're back. Another amazing episode, Beyond the Brand Podcast, with your boys,
Frankie P,
Angelo B.
Yeah.
And today, I think you got
a guest actually this time.
We got the epitome. This is the epitome of don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you see this dude, if you're on YouTube or listening on Spotify, you're like, damn, who's this gangster ass food that you guys got on? Yeah. But when I say gangster, I mean entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Gangster.
Appreciate that.
Business owner.
Gangster.
Kind of
barbershop owner.
Damn, gangster.
Restaurant owner. Yeah. Father, husband.
Damn.
Somebody in the community. Before we started this pod, someone was asking, hey, can you sponsor that? I got this going on?
Yeah,
I got you. Don't even trip.
Just right now.
Just right now. We witnessed that. So for anybody that's watching that's from the hood, we got Scooby on, a.k.a. Abe, a.k.a. Que Suave.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't know he came with sound effects, huh?
Yeah, and that was a whole introduction.
Yeah, you weren't ready for that.
They didn't even introduce me like that when I got to juvenile corrections.
Hey, so hold on. Why they call you Scooby?
Yeah. How'd you hear that? That's weird that you mentioned it. Where did you? Somebody told you
that? We're from the hood. We're from the hood, bro.
You guys have been doing homework.
Yeah, we've been doing that homework.
That's tight, man. I hardly, you know what's really crazy is I have a lot of different like apodos. You know, growing up in the culture, different people call you different things. Mm. And when I hear someone say a certain name, like call me a certain name, even if it's from afar, I in my head, I like think about that whole time period or that group of people that know me by that alias.
Gotcha.
So you're saying we can't fucking call you Scooby?
You guys can call me whatever. You can call me whatever you want.
No, I like calling you Abe, bro.
That's my name. That's my name.
That's part of you.
Little Scoobs.
What do you think about? What do you think about when some? Hey, Scooby. What do you think about?
It's definitely somebody from my neighborhood, from the gang culture. From my neighborhood or from the gang culture, other neighborhoods. Saturday, I stopped at this liquidation warehouse on the west side, 43rd, and the Indian school. And I stop because I see vendors. When I see little pop-up vendors, I stop and I want to see what they're up to.
Gotcha.
Because to me, it's like, hey, I want to see what their business is doing. I want to see what they're doing. I'm always looking for motivation. And I stopped because I seen like 4 or 5 little pop-up vendors, some cool little things. And in the back, I hear, Scooby. And I'm like, okay, boom. Triggers, like I just told you, triggers something. I turn around and it was a homie from Wedgwood.
Damn.
Who knew me, who's known me for a long time. And they're like, 90s or the juvenile institutions or Dobie Mountain and stuff like that. Everybody always calls you by your hood name. Mm-hmm. So it was like, I got that feeling that the other day, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Even right now when you said it, I was like, what the fuck?
You're like, how do I know this fool?
Yeah, but that's just a dub. That's just a dub named after my brother, Little Scoob. But I really don't really go by that. Just the people in my family, in my neighborhood days, and people from the projects or when it was. Now people know you by social media names, Instagram names, and all that fake ass shit. You know?
Yeah.
But those are real times. Those are real moments where people know you by those aliases. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
So they spark something, and I entertain it. Like, what's up? You know?
Yeah. That's dope.
And it's cool sometimes. It's cool. But
yeah, and actually, you know what? For me, the first time I met you, bro, me and my lady were on the south side here, and we were like just searching for somewhere to eat outside of like our normal spots.
Yeah.
And I Googled, just some like taco shops on the south side. And it said Que Suave, and I was like, we were right down the street on 19th, and I was like, let's just roll up. So we rolled.
What did it say on the thing? It said Que Suave Taco Shop.
Yeah, it said tacos and barber, and I was like, that's perfect, bro. Shit.
Did it say it was a hot place?
Did it say it was fucking banging, bro? So we pull up, and I was like, where the fuck is the car wash, bro? Yeah. I see people just getting down, bro, and I was like, this is dope. So we go in. And that's the first time I met you, bro. And I don't know if you remember that shit because you probably meet fucking 100 people and shit. But
I don't remember.
Yeah, so we just rolled up and you were fucking back there and you took the order. You were like, like very welcoming, bro. Like I was family. Hey, you know what? Come check it out. Come sit down. We got you, bro. Like it wasn't just like a transaction. It was like a welcome in. Let's talk. Let's like all this stuff. It was cool, man. And then obviously I caught up with you at Cholo Coffee
again.
Second time we actually got to actually talk and really kind of meet each other a little bit more. But
let me tell you about the experience you had. But when you came in, I greeted you. At that moment, bro, it's very, very, important. I'm trying to conduct business. I got something that I'm doing that I really never done before in my life. Before I started cooking, There's a whole bunch of things just swirling around in my everyday life. And when somebody like you, a stranger, comes to the door, I feel like honored. So I'm like, man, I gotta make sure this is a fucking stranger coming through my door, and he seems excited to come in and try what I'm doing.
For sure.
To me, at that point, you're the most important person in the world.
I felt like it too, bro, because it was me, my lady, and one of our daughters.
Yeah.
And so, like, it was like, we came in as a family.
Yeah.
So I think, like, whenever you take your family somewhere, it's important to not only, me, but obviously I felt that respect as well. And so, you definitely stood out, bro. And we told the family about it. We were just, talking about, like, we got to come back. Like, just a nice spot in the neighborhood, bro.
Definitely, bro. It's for you to bring your family, and me being a family man, I pay attention to detail. I'm like, bro's coming through with his family, sus esposas, sus hijos. They want to have a good experience at the least. They want to eat good, get their money's worth for what they're doing. On top of that, make them feel at home. I feel like in business, one thing that's worked for Que Suave, and I'm going to drop these gems for people to learn and try it. Anybody who comes to the door is treated like that. I at the barbershop, when the barbershop started, and we're in the barbershop real quick, guys.
Que Suave Barbershop.
Shout out Que Suave Barbershop. We're in the building right now. I wanted to make sure we did the podcast in the barbershop because the barbershop just turned 6 years on Sunday.
Ooh,
and my son,
congrats!
And my son Benji, who sits right here, super dedicated dude, super invested in his family's barbershop. Made a comment, and he's like, we had the Cinco de Mayo show on Sunday. My son's a businessman. Super strict, stricter than me and mom's. He says, damn, homie, I feel like the barbershop didn't get no shine on the 6th anniversary. And in my head, I'm like, I'm dad. I'm going to think of a quick, cool reaction and calm him down. And we did a 5th year anniversary. And I say, we don't got to celebrate every year, Holmes. Let's think milestones. We'll do something big at the 10th year anniversary. Something big. But in his head, he's like, nah. Every day, homie. This is everything to me. Does very well, very good in here. So I made sure, at least at the moment we do this podcast, we do it where it all started.
Yeah.
Right here.
That means a lot, bro.
He sits in that chair.
Yeah.
He cuts. Yeah.
You can feel it, bro, that it's part of the neighborhood. It's not just here, man. Like, when we rolled up, there was people that were like, oh, where's the owner? Or like, what's going on? It was just community.
Yeah. My bad, not to get off topic, but I want to share that. Shout out the barbershop, the whole team in here. Hector, Chewy, David, Alexis, my wife who operates this, everyone who's a part of this. These dudes work really, really hard to keep this going. I'm really not in here a lot. You'll see me in here cutting like VIPs or people that I know, or people I cannot let go of. Those 4 or 5 people that I talked about on Stally's interview that, I used to fuck up. Yeah. And they still fuck with me to this day.
That's dope.
That's when you'll catch me in here. But it's a very sacred place, and I try to be here as much as I can, but I do not ever want this place not to get enough shine.
Yeah.
And I need my son to know that.
Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that.
But back to the question.
I had to hit you on that, bro.
Yeah. Back to the question.
No, man. I
forgot the question.
No, we were talking about how I felt when I came in here, bro. And it still hasn't stopped, man. Like, I still feel like, even when I came into the barbershop here, it just feels very welcoming.
Yeah, very welcoming. Yeah. So one thing about Que Suave now, I remember where we're at. I greet everybody, and I teach the boys and everyone to greet people like that. I think it's very important you get treated fairly and with love anywhere you spend $1. And that's where I'm saying I'm gonna drop these gems. If someone walks into my business and spend money, they better feel good doing it. They gotta feel like, hell yeah. Not only that, they leave saying, damn, what just happened there? You look at me, I'm a tatted up Mexican dude, I got white folks. I got African American brothers that come that never been here before. Foreigners. I greet them with a hug, and if they're acceptable to a hug, I give them a nice tight hug. And a lot of them get scared.
Yeah,
people are like, shit. People don't get that kind of love.
You gave me a hug when I came to your event.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, okay, hell yeah.
Because that's how much it means to me.
Yeah.
And I try to make people feel like loved and let them get to know me, get to know my life. That's why you see my social media. The taco page don't even look like a taco page. It's a little bit about all of us, our everyday operations, so that you can say, damn, I'm dealing with a real family, some real individuals.
Yeah.
You know
I think that goes a long way, because I think one of the things that people are losing in businesses is the word of mouth.
Yeah.
That's what changes. Like social media, that's cool and all that if you got a good amount of likes, a good amount of views on shit. But when you have people telling other people like, hey, when I went over there, they treated me like this. Exactly. That goes way further.
And you know what makes people feel real good is that when they leave here, they go and tell their friends, and I hear it all the time, hey, I know the owner over there. I know them. Yep. It's my people.
Yeah.
You know, because automatically they were treated with love. Automatically they were treated with acceptance.
Respect.
Exactly. And people want to know steppers.
Yeah.
People want to know people out there working for motivational purposes, or just to say, I spent my dollar in the right place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when you go to a place and you get to meet the owner, it's different, bro.
Yeah.
It's different. You know, you don't feel like you're just, again, that transaction. I did the same thing when I had a store, bro. Welcome people in. I made sure, dude, say hi, how's it going? Like, spark up a conversation. Not just, hey, and then, you know, keep doing my work or whatever. But
part of me is naturally like that, but I'm a sponge, right? Everything that I do, like I said it before, I'm going to never tell you I did this shit by myself. Anyone walking around saying they did shit by yourself, slap yourself.
Yeah.
Because you learn from someone everything you do.
I learned the hard way, bro.
Yeah. I don't like people who say I'm self-made. I don't fuck with people like that. Because it's a lie.
Because they're selfish.
Selfish. That's the only self-fucking-made shit you got going on. Everyone always teaches you something. You always observe from someone. Whether you want to give the people that respect, which is the most biggest thing you should do. Yeah, I got that from you, dog. I tell people all the time. I tell youngsters, kids,
give them their flowers.
Chewy's 16 years old, 15 years old. Started cutting over here with us. And I watched that line of fools waiting on him. And I go tell him, motivate me, mijo. You're a badass. And I do like I did my son Flaco the Marine in the Marine Corps. When Flaquito was little, I whispered in his ear, you're a fucking monster, dog, when he played football. Because Flaquito was a little boy. So you give a little, and then you take a lot. My son motivates me. My son Flaquito is on the other side of the world. I can't get on the airplane to Texas 2 hours. I start going feeling crazy and weird, homesick. I go to Cali, I'm homesick. All these young people even motivate me. So that's kind of where it goes. You know what I'm saying? So,
and you were talking to us a little bit off camera. When you were young, it started early for you in the streets because you got put on. You were living in the projects.
Yeah.
What was that time like?
Moved around. Part of me, like who I am right now, in what makes all this family operate, que suave. Even my wife, I can't take nothing away from her because she's right there. Like I told you guys, she's from another neighborhood right across the street, right? So I would talk about both of us. We grew up in a different time, a little bit of different time, way different time from right now, Not to say I was the most sluggish, thuggish, ruggish, bone-out motherfucker out there. Hell no, I've always been a lovable person. Always been a great person. A little bit popular, a little bit known. Mm-hmm. I learned something when I was a kid. In the 90s, there was no phones. There was none of this bullshit. It was real hard. I would say it was real easy to find something to get into, but it was hard to find a lot of other people that were into the same shit. When the 90s hit, the gangbanging shit, it was like a flip of a switch. When the gangbanging shit started, late 80s, everybody was a skateboarder. All my homies from my hood, skateboarders, punk rockers, that crazy little vibe. That 1990s flick of the switch hit, overnight, everyone's a gang member. Crazy.
Right. Dickies, right? Black, oversized white tee.
We used to wear the Vans, skate or die, BMX bikes, the pants folded up, twisted, And then everybody wakes up one day and is a gang member. In my hood, first class. we're chilling in the neighborhoods. We'll go swimming. Summer comes. We'll go back to the pool. University Park. 10th Ave, Van Buren right there. You know where I'm from, my hood always, forever. My brothers and them go up there and like, damn, there's some shit coming together at the park. My older brother and the older homies from my hood, from my sector in my neighborhood. My hood's a big hood. But there's little cliques of my hood, like this family. We all get together when the times were needed, appropriate, but everyone had their squad. Yeah. So my squad of my brothers, my close brothers from 7th Avenue, Fillmore, it was time to go swimming, summertime. And they would go up there and they'd be like, damn, some shit's popping off over there. These fools are on that gang shit. Kids we grew up with from the early kindergarten, first grade, second grades. And they started to build something. So they'll come back one day and like, man, them fools are kind of tripping over there. Like, you know, we known these fools our whole life. Then they go up there again. And then my brother and them are like, damn, I think they formed a gang. You know, it's a hood over there now. And boom, they come home and then go back swimming. We're the water dogs. We're at the city park every day. Shout out City of Phoenix Pools. Yeah. Shout out City of Phoenix Pools. We're at the pools every day. Fucking dump
that chlorine in that
motherfucker. Hell yeah. Bro. All negatives with the blonde hair and shit. With the blonde fucking arm hair because you're in the sun all day. So eventually they come up there and they're like, hey, these fools say we need to get jumped in the hood. Like, what you mean? Like, where are we from here?
Those are the homies, yeah.
Like, nah, we need to join the hood. I'm like, I'm a kid. I'm 9 years old, you know, but I'm hip because my older brother always made sure I was hip, no matter what. When the 90s gang culture hit and that NWA cassette hit the tape player, he always was had me right there with him. Mm. Everything my brother did, he taught me.
Banger tape too.
You know, so we were already hip to that culture.
Yeah.
One day goes up there, come back, him and my brothers, my clique from my little Fillmore and Pierce. Hey, we got jumped in the hood. Damn. I'm like, okay, well, that was a little process. I'm watching it. And my brother's like, you going up there tomorrow?
Oof. And you're how old?
I'm 9 years old. This summer, second, third grade.
Fuck. How old is your bro?
Around he's born in 78. I don't know how old he is.
So the difference there, you're probably like a 5 or 6 year difference?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I told you my brother always made sure I was there with him.
Right.
So you got to go to sleep at night knowing?
Yeah.
So he goes to bed like, fuck, bro.
I'm going up there tomorrow and getting jumped in the gang.
Yeah. So he's like a teen and you're like 9. Okay, got you. Yeah.
How are you feeling walking up there?
Whatever my brother says, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Were you just ready to throw down?
Ready to throw down.
Hell yeah, bro.
So next day comes up there. I'm going up there. He already talks to the homies. Remember, like I told you, these are already our homies.
Yeah.
They just were acting weird because we hadn't got jumped in the hood yet. Yeah. You know, we're kids. 1990 shit. So he's like, boom, talks to the homies. All right, we're about to leave, but let's go outside. We're about to get put on. My homie, little Gilly, Casper, still around. Homie Malo, little Malo from my hood. And we had a black homie from the hood. I'm from a Chicano gang, but we had a black little Vato from the hood. Yeah. And I'm ready. I'm like, yeah, let's get it. You know, I'm a scrapper, you know. And don't get put on. You know what's the ugliest thing about my life in this part? When I'm getting jumped in the hood, I'm a little kid, I'm getting put on. I remember like it was yesterday. I'm catching a fade, bro, you know. These little fools are doom. You know, I get a couple of them, you know. I go for the one that I seen was most active. But I'm little and, you know, I'm banged up, bleeding a little bit, jaw kind of rocked a little bit. And I start crying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My luck, bro. Fucking Phoenix PD is coming around the park, driving on the park.
Oh, shit.
Messing with the bums. Gets off. Cop sees the commotion. What's going on here? And my homie little puppet screams for the thing being funny. He's getting jumped in a gang. Oh. Bro, can you believe that shit? And I see Puppet and he laughs about it all the time.
God damn.
But was Puppet fucking you up?
No, he was one of the bigger little homies.
Got you. Okay.
He was like the leader of the Pee-wees.
Oh, shit. Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like one of the main vatos from the Pee-wees. Shouts out the homie, man. I remember these memories like it was yesterday. So he screams like, he's getting jumped in a gang. And I'm like, fuck. So
you're crying.
I'm already like, I'm a little bit crying. I'm a little kid, but I'm still like, you know, I'm mad crying, you know, like this fool's caught me, you know. Police comes over and that day, homie, first day I ever get jumped in my hood, I'm a documented gang member. Police comes up, pulls the Polaroid camera out.
What?
Stand right here. Police car, Polaroid. Throw your hood up. Me not knowing, I don't even know if it's legal. They were doing this shit. Anyone who watches this podcast who grew up in the same time as my life is going to understand. Stand at the back of the police car. All you little motherfuckers that were in the fight, throw up your neighborhood. So, first day jumped in, put in the hood. I'm 9 years old. I'm a documented gang member.
Damn.
Crazy, huh? Just that luck. So I go back there, snap the Polaroid. Dude takes the thing, starts filling out shit. Back in the day, they had to write shit down. So that kind of carried with me, man. I loved it, bro. Loved it. It was being part of something.
Did that make you closer to all the homies?
Oh yeah, to this day.
Yeah.
To this day.
I know you in a previous podcast, shout out to Stally, you had mentioned when you were running around at that time, thugging and doing what you were having to do, you felt invisible.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why you guys did what you did, because you didn't feel like nobody was looking over you guys or looking out for you guys. It's
just taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of yourself. You come to a point where you're like, you don't want to listen to no one either. I think that sparks a lot of it. But then you're trying to be on your own. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes the people who do love you, who do look out for you. For my case was my older brother.
Yeah.
You know, when they leave, they go to prison. You know, they're not there no more. You know what I'm saying? So you are just kind of like, you know.
How long did it take for you to feel seen? Like, when was that change where you're like, I don't feel invisible no more, that I have to do this?
That was a long time, bro. Long time after.
Because I remember I listened to you. You went to prison, and then you were writing the Christmas
juveniles.
letters.
I was in the minors.
Oh, the minors. Okay,
I never went to prison.
Got you.
Oh, shit. Knock on wood. Never.
No,
in my life.
Yeah, but
never. And nor will I go.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I listened and I was watching, and you were saying, like, it came to you, and you were like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I need to.
In a potty. Yeah, I was writing letters to all my dads and my brother and my grandpa.
Yep, you're like, I need to change my shit, bro.
And I caught that cycle of the food, not the food thing, the what do they call it? It's like a revolving lifestyle. And because
just a cycle.
Yeah, I don't blame nobody for it. You know, at the end of the day, my brother just wanted to make sure I was with him, and whatever kind of love and respect and protection I had, he wanted to make sure I had it at the time. Because you know, my Mexican mom and dad's, they're focused, bro. They're on their work shit.
They're grinding.
Yeah, they're grinding, bro.
Trying to put food on the table for you.
Yeah, mom ain't gonna be standing on the block with me when I'm riding my bike.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mom ain't gonna be. So I don't blame nobody, but I loved it, homie. That's my problem. I'm a lover of what I do to this day. I'm a lover of everything that I do. I'm known to this day because of the people who know me.
I think it's cool that you still fuck with a lot of the people from, you know, when you grew up and stuff like that as a kid. Like, you know, like you're really connected with them.
Of course.
And I mean, you even talked about them and stuff like that.
Of course. Don't ever let someone like me tell you they used to be from a hood. If they tell you I used to be from a hood, you make sure you stand clear of that person.
Right.
Or you know?
Yeah.
Because someone who's from that situation is always from that situation if you're good.
Right.
Only the people that are no good are going to tell you that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's a gem in there that you just said, that you really love whatever you do, you love it. You get good at it.
A monster.
So anybody that's out there that's, you know, struggling, doing something that's not appropriate, you can use that same passion, that same love.
Exactly.
Flip it and do it for yourself.
This would be doing research.
Hey, and that's what you did.
Watching that. Yeah, watching.
But I do want to talk about. We'll fast forward just a little bit.
Yeah, go back.
Because I was listening to it, and I know you because of this. You know, obviously the what you have here, Que Suave.
Yeah.
But obviously you have a whole story way before this.
Before.
Yeah, a lot. And you said, fuck it. I fell into line of like, hey, I got to go get a job. I got to go, I got to go into construction. I do the 9-to-5 type shit. Yeah. What exactly were you doing, bro? Like, how did that grind look for you?
Like when I started taking care of a family.
Is that what it is? So
what do you mean? What do you
I know that you were obviously you met your wife, and that was a good story. And if they want to listen, check out the Stally episode. So then after that,
I'll get to that. Let me tell you a little process of what happened. We talked about the neighborhood thing a little bit. I gotta make sure I shout out and show love to another part of my life that I told you guys I wanted to make sure I catch on.
Perfect.
I touch on because it's part of the whole story.
Oh yeah.
After I fell in love and did all that neighborhood stuff, in my home, mom's a single mom, which if you maybe know that about me, mom's always, not single, but alone a lot of times because my dad was a pinto. Yeah. My dad was a pinto. My mom's couldn't take care of us. For some reason, she didn't want to pay rent no more. Mom was trying to do a movida or something. She got a housing project. I got to pack up and leave. I got to pack up. I got to pack up and leave. We got to pack up and leave and leave the barrio, including my brother, who's invested in the hood heavily. Man, my shit's huge. My bad. We got to pack up and leave the hood. And my mom gets a housing project on the east side, right? We moved to the east side. I want to make sure I touch on this on the east side because the east side is a lot of what made me as a person. What he touched on is using it as a blueprint. Mm-hmm. I was cool in the hood. People loved me. Family, mom, dad was out when we were in the hood. But when we moved to the east side, my life took another little turn. You take some little boy who's so loving of a gang culture, of a neighborhood, and his older brother, and all the bros who are going to follow us wherever we go, and put us in the east side in a whole nother hood, where they got their own hood, their own shit. So you get there and it's a shock. Because really, I'm a 9-10-year-old kid at this point, 11-year-old kid. And I really wasn't thugging out there the way I thought I was thugging until I got to the east side. When I got to the east side, and east side dudes was on their shit. The youngsters, my black brothers and sisters from my black family from the east side, because I got a lot of black family from east side, E-Town, that love me, that come to the door to this day, relationships that I've built. But when we get there, they don't know you. And then much less if I show up in my khakis and my chucks and my on some gang shit and I'm a little boy. Everyone wanted to test me. Everyone wanted to test me and my brother, and be like, what's up, homie? Where you guys from? Well, we're from VHHB, this and that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, nah, we're not rocking with that, homie. We'll see what's up. Well, we live here now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be here in these projects, so mess with us or you don't. We'll just stay in our lane, stay in our lane. We're really stuck by what we believed in our whole time. The east side homies would be like, man, you're a kid, man. You rock. As we got to know each other, like, hey, man, you come chill with us. You know what I'm saying? You live in the projects now. I spent 10 years in those projects. I lived there 2 different times, 5 years and 5 years. The projects, come be from the east side. You're from the east side or east sider now. Nah, homie. Can't do it.
Damn. Hey, you talked about a tattoo that you had. Or when did you get that?
This?
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of them are different.
You said on the was that was more like
my park. This is University Park. This is not very, very old. One of my first tats was like a hood tat.
Yeah, the hood tat.
Back when I was a kid on the east side.
Right.
Little shit, but I just recently started getting tatted more when I could afford it, and I could never afford this shit.
Right.
So what I'm saying? So what did they do that you didn't want?
Oh, so the homies were always like, I had to break that, bro. I had to use my little small strategic mind and the good person that I knew I was to just stand my ground. I was never gonna flip my hood. Like I would never flip the car club that I'm from. I just stand on old school ways when it comes to that. So
damn, at a young age.
At a young age, homie.
And your brother was the same way too?
Same way.
Yeah, so you guys were both. Yeah.
My brother used to catch fades with people, haters, because I always knew I had something about me, right? So there's something about me. I always try to use it to my advantage. And I told myself, I made I made 2 friends when I first moved to the east side who accepted me. My homie Emerson from East Side E-Town. He's a negrito. First homie I ever made. He's the one that took me into the hood and took me around and would introduce me to me. But the first Mexican homie is my brother Spank from Eastside Posse, who I love to this day. He just pulled up to Cinco de Mayo to check on me. Took me around and said, hey, this is the homie. Like, I'll fuck with this homie. He's in my class. We're like 4th grade, 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Right? But our mind was already so ahead because of the time of those days. Took me around the neighborhoods, introduced me to everyone. So I used what I knew that I had to break that so that I could live comfortably on the east side. I stood on morals. I stood on who I am, where I come from. And I let these little dudes know, this is me, homie. I can't flip no neighborhood. I'm from a hood. And as I went on with life, the little dudes, they loved it. They're like, Abe's a gangster. Abe, let's go get some khakis. Let's go get some, get some chucks like you. Because my mom and dad always dressed us like that since we were kids. Because my mom and dad, like I said, they're from Chuco, Juarez, on that gangster shit.
Yeah.
So they always admired that about me, that the gang culture I was a little bit more advanced in the gang culture. So they were like, yeah, we want to do this and that.
Yeah. Now you're like a leader.
Not a leader, but
everybody looks to you.
Yeah, people knew I was doing
They liked your
thing.
style.
Yeah, they liked my style, and they wanted to do their style for their own neighborhood.
Yeah.
Some of them love me so much they want to be from my hood.
Hey, were you at K Momo's or where were you getting your shit?
Clothing City, baby. I got a tattoo. Right here. Look.
Hey, Clothing City on the east side?
On the east side.
Clothing City on the east side,
I tatted it on me.
That's dope, bro. That's dope.
Clothing City, because it's a staple. It's a
super
historic
staple
spot in my city. So that's where we went and got our stuff.
All day.
So the homies, always stood behind that, I'll fast forward, go quick a little bit through my east side life. I definitely wanted to touch on it. I want to take you guys there. We'll get some lunch. I'm going to invite you guys.
Damn.
Projects are gone, which I get a little emotional. That's my hood too. Even though I'm from a neighborhood, that's the east side raised me. It was the first time I ever got socked in the jaw. You know what I'm saying? That I was like, damn, like these, all right, what's up? Got fades. I used to catch fades. My mom and dad are watching on the balcony, and I was catching fades with fools who come and try to see me. They knock on your door, the east side. The projects fools will knock on your door.
And ask for you.
Sock you on the door. Can you come outside? What's I got a problem? Like, okay, say nothing, say less, motherfucker. Come down. I lived upstairs, Let me walk down these stairs. But the east side taught me a lot. It taught me a lot of bad things. It taught me a really, really rough way of having to take care of myself. That's where I talked about my parents my mom fell in addiction. My dad had been an addict his whole life. It's where I went to explore my city. With my brother Spank, I'm a very, very city, Phoenix, Arizona kid. That's where I started to explore my city, walking from the projects, walking downtown, exploring all downtown. I can tell you every corner of downtown, every building. I can go through all that. Right, and know that because we used to take these missions from the projects downtown. Just survival skills. And back to what you said is it laid a blueprint for me. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I carry to this day.
Oh, yeah.
So the east side is very dear and warm to my heart.
How did you manage? Because I feel like when I started my business, and to this day, I still struggle with when you're trying to navigate it, you want to use those old ways. Like, this fool, he really is like trying me right now, but you can't do that no more because it's business.
Someone tested me last night.
So how do you
on social media?
How do you navigate that?
Let's take a quick break. Make sure that everything's all set up and going good, and we'll get back into
I'm glad
that.
you're taking a break right now because I'm.
Yeah, you about to
lose my shit.
All right, so you said somebody tested you just last night.
Yeah, back from break.
I won't touch too much on it. I was thinking about it right now on the break, reflecting on it, but I'm not gonna give them that shine.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I think that maybe not on that specific, but
Yeah.
How do you navigate that not going back to your old ways? Because this is business now. You can't knock on their door like, hey.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's something I've always been known for. My wife always knows. I get in trouble a lot because my wife's like, bro, what are you doing? She says I'm ghetto. Your girls are like, you ghetto. Oh my god. Like, yeah, it's hard, bro. It's really, really hard. It's really hard because I never really, for somebody like me, and I think a lot of people can relate to me, is I've never been a bully. I never liked to fight. I never liked to be in that situation because I know I'm so cool and so chill. But when I get mad, I get furious because I know I'm a great person. I know I'm very calm and I'm very collective. And when I get mad, I get really, really upset. And it's hard to control it. But I just remind myself of everything I got going on. You know, now I got to teach it to my son, who also has a lot to lose, but is really, really like on that culture. You're not gonna play with us. You know, you're not gonna play with him. Mm-hmm. You know, I have to lead by example. So I think of like my sons. I think of like my children, like the kids around us, the clients from the barbershop. I don't want nobody to see me on the news. I don't want nobody to see me on the DLC website, you know.
Because you're winning. We all want you to win, bro.
Of course.
Yeah, we want you to win.
Of course. So I let a lot of shit slide. If you want to ask how I do it, I let a lot of shit slide, bro.
But you wouldn't have let slide in the past.
No, I wouldn't, because for one, like I said on Sally's podcast, you don't want to see me or the people that love me. My whole life, I never had to do much. The people that love me, you got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? The people that have seen the whole story. You know? So now my responsibility and duty is not to get them into any trouble.
Right.
For some lame, you know?
Right.
So
for what? Right? For what?
For what, man? I got assets, you know, my businesses.
Something to lose.
My children, my beautiful children, my daughters. I don't even have a freaking mortgage on my house. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm from the projects. I never had shit in my life. So what I do have now, I'm going to take care of it, you know? And not to sound quote unquote ghetto, but if it comes down to it, ain't nobody going to mess with my family. At that point, all deals are off.
100%, bro. I'm exactly the same way.
Hey, come to the visit. I want the bring me the Ingasu burger. Bring me, you know, to the food visit. You know, when I'm in the DLC or wherever, you know, or you know, just make sure you come see me when you can. You know, because he ain't messing with my family or my children or my wife. Or
that's the line, bro.
I love.
If there's anything that you stand for, it has to be your family, bro.
You know what? I tell people right now, I can let shit slide, but I'm very much more dangerous now, because if you test the shit that I love and the shit that I've worked hard for, and like any man, be ready. Mm-hmm. Because now you're not playing with neighborhood shit. You're not playing with little Mickey Mouse shit. You're playing with something real. Mm-hmm. That I've invested my almost 40 years to this point. You know? So, like I said, all deals are off or whatever, you know? Yeah, man. But not to, I don't like
sliding those DMs the wrong way.
Yeah, I know. And I'm going to be honest, I really wish I didn't even touch on this subject, because I am a businessman. Mm-hmm. You know, I like this podcast and where the conversation has got, because it tells a little bit of history about me and what he said opening up. Don't ever judge the book by its cover. But I wish I wouldn't have got to this point in this conversation. But since it's happened, it's cool.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's cool. It's done. I'm a businessman. I push positivity.
Yeah.
I push positivity. I push love. I push unity. I push motivation, building people up. That's what I do, and that's what I live for. And I think that's why I'm here on this podcast.
100%. But I do think it's important that I like that you talked about that, Abe, because it's real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Real.
Like, we can't fucking.
Yeah,
you can't be. We can't be sitting there hiding that or faking the funk and letting people maybe disrespect us, because from the beginning we talked about respect, right?
Yeah, if you're
giving respect to everybody and someone comes at you sideways, especially if it's on your family,
you're like,
there's a something that we all stand on and we're proud of.
That's not even like gangster or hood at that point. That's just as a man.
As a man. And I think any man and every person, man or woman that's on this podcast will watch it or can relate, you know.
100%.
The world is ugly like that. You know, people are ugly like that.
But yeah, that's why we have people in the neighborhood like you on the other side of that, the positive side, where they could come and kick it and talk to you. Hey, bro, this is going on. Hey, what should I do right here? Because you've seen it already. You've done it already.
I'm going to tell them the same thing. I'm going to say, man, watch what you do. I tell little brothers all the time, watch what you do. Abe, I did this. I come to the barbershop. Abe, I'm in this situation. Call your lawyer, homies. Call the attorneys. Like, you know, I'm like jumping on the phone with attorneys. I'm trying to give them good advice. I'm like, you know, I got a lot of people in my network. You know, as this dude that I am, I got some steppers, real, you know, and I try to help them and then still sit down and say, damn, man, why you didn't call me? Like, call me. Like, let me give you some good advice in that situation. Don't just react, you know. I'm like, oh, I had to, Pops. They all call me Pops. All the kids around here call me Pops. And I say, just be careful. Take care of yourself, man. I don't want to hear something bad, you know. I don't want to hear you in this situation. I don't want to have to call the attorney, homies. I don't want to do any of that. You know, just listen, you know, and allow me to be that for you. I feel like if anytime you've gone through something, you know, kick that back to the people. I did that already. I seen that. I've been in that ugly little situation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
it's important for people, like, because, you know, I didn't really grow up with a father figure, right? And a lot of kids don't. Right? Or maybe they don't grow up with a mother figure. Yeah. But for people that live in these neighborhoods, bro, like yourself, even myself, people come to me sometimes and ask me. I'm still in the hood. Yeah. You don't need, sometimes the father figure isn't someone that you call dad, but it's the homie that has been in the neighborhood and been doing it, bro. And so I think like you being able to be that somebody for somebody else is, I think, a lot bigger of a deal than maybe some people, take it for granted. Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful thing, and I try to embrace everyone who does that. Yeah, bro. Because I remember when my pops wasn't around, I looked at other people. Yeah, you know. Yeah. It's another duty. It's a duty,
and that's why you can't be tripping on this bullshit from we were talking about earlier. There's another reason, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because there's people that count on you, dude. Yeah. At this point,
yeah, there is.
Maybe it wasn't like that back in the day when we were younger, but nowadays, bro, people count on you, dude.
People count on you. Yeah, so important. A lot of people do look outside the phone.
Mm-hmm. What would you say? So you started the barbershop. You talked about that. You didn't even know how to cut. Yeah. You had to pick up the clippers, do your thing.
I didn't cut.
Same with food. You didn't go to culinary school or anything. You just picked it up.
Culinary school.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just did your thing. What are you passionate about right now? Is it just these two business? I know you have so much more to come out of you. What do you got focused on
right now? Right now, I have another lifetime goal that I had, like cooking and owning a restaurant. That was something I always had a lifetime goal. The barbershop wasn't. Right now, I have a goal that I wanna learn how to tattoo. Ooh. And that's what I've been doing. Okay. Yeah, I got my little tattoo station right here. I've been very fortunate to be alongside some really good tattoo artists. Shout out my brother Goofy. Different other people that have came through here, who've done and I've watched their talent, done their thing, and I've learned from the first person who's tattooed me to, I've only had like 3 people tattoo me in my life, but they all were a little factor in my life. I'm passionate about it. I really didn't start getting blasted until recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, believe it or not. Damn. Because like I told you, I couldn't afford those things, but now, gracias a Dios, I'm in a better spot. Yeah, and it's weird because I really don't even have to pay for it now. It's so weird.
Nice. You got the money, but people are like, "Nah, I got you."
Yeah, it's all me. It was for you, because people love me, and I love them. So it's weird how things go. But yeah, that's one of the things I'm passionate for. I have a set goal to open a tattoo shop. Nice. It probably won't be named suave. Mm-hmm. It's another brand that we're gonna kick off, and it's gonna be pretty dope.
Let me know, bro, because I love getting tattoos. Yeah. And Angelo, he's a fucking virgin.
I never got one yet.
He doesn't have one yet, bro.
We're gonna give him 3 dots right now on the face.
Hey, we'll give him 2.5. Yeah, he ain't fucking there yet, bro.
Crazy.
Did I lose my mic?
Give me one.
No, you're good, bro. You're good. We can hear you.
Yeah. We're gonna hit you with the 3 dots right here. I just got this tattoo right here on my face.
I saw that, bro. I was looking at it. Yeah.
Posted on social media. People think I'm crazy, but one of my best friends.
Looks dope.
a big person in my life just passed away. My brother Sapo.
Right. Sorry to hear that, bro. And I saw that, and that shit looks sick, bro.
Yeah, I put his name right here on my face because he was very influential into my life, introducing me to the lowrider culture that has given me a lot. You know, like I never been from car club shit. And to me, that shit was corny as fuck. You know, because I come from the calle.
Right.
You know, and every time I seen the car club for once, we could really never afford it if you're not selling dope in the hood. Sure. You know, but I would see like congregations and things going on, and people dress like I'm very sentimental when people dress like gang members. I'm very, very sentimental to that because you know, a lot of my friends, a lot of people I know lost their life because of it. You know, so now it's different. It's cool in some sense because they're keeping the culture alive. But to me, you know, just growing up back in the days, like you dress a certain way, you're gonna get banged on. For
sure. And I was about to say that, bro.
Where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you from?
You couldn't wear certain stuff, bro, unless you were ready to represent exactly. or throw down and hold down for yours. So yeah.
And I'm not with people throwing up gang signs and stuff like that. You're not from a gang. You don't throw up no fucking gang signs. What's your problem? I don't throw up fucking gang signs. You know? I try to dress away from it. You guys seen me in my Versace's and my Gucci's and shit before, you know?
Hey, what'd you say you saw him?
Today I'm in my house shoes.
Wait, what kind of slides did you see him having up?
We seen him with the Temu.
Yeah, you see me in my fucking fake Temu slides.
Hey, I came through with my fucking slides. I was like,
I'm wearing the house shoes.
The house ones, bro.
But myself, who got to live through that point in life, I try to dress away from that shit. Why would you, who are no factor, no part of this gang culture, why the fuck you dressing like that? You know? I understand, it's culture. I gotta accept that. But it's still sentimental to me.
Because you know what it comes with.
It means, it definitely means something more than just...
Is dead. I got 30 dead homies from my hood.
Yeah, it's not just fashion.
You know what I'm saying? I got 30 dead homies that are RIP, that many are older than me, and many are younger than me, and many are my age. You know what I'm saying? For that shit. You know, people forget about that kind of stuff, bro. Especially in today's Chicano fucking cosplay, fucking lucrative world.
Yeah, it's just fashion nowadays. People try to.
Yeah. It's not fashion.
Yeah, but that's how they treat it.
Yeah,
but that's how they treat
it. It's like when people come in to suave and they say, "I like the decorations." Well, fuck you. Once you see your ass the fucking way out of this business,
decorations,
no fucking decorations.
Yeah. This is our culture.
This is who the fuck we are.
Yeah, when I was looking at one of the pictures, it meant so much, bro, because it brought me back to being a little kid.
Yeah,
it's not a decoration. You're right.
It's not a decoration. You're fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's literally like art, bro.
It's art. It's passion. It's love. It's like that candy painted lowrider. You think that candy painted lowrider has all that fucking glitter and stripes and patterns and all that shit? Hell no, it's an expression of our culture. You know, they don't want to see you riding in that shit. You know, they don't want to see you riding in some fucking car that looks like a goddamn circus ride. But it's an expression of who we are. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, there's a lot of shit that comes to it. But shouts out, I miss my brother Sapo. He's been dead probably 3 weeks already.
Rest in peace.
He ain't dead. He's resting. I'm going to see him soon.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He brought me into this culture. He sat here with the Que Suave when we decided the Que Suave name, when we got the barbershop. We sat here and he's like, Abe, something steering to what you wanted to get to. We're sitting on this stage that's right there. It was right here on the wall. And he's like, damn, Finchy. They call me Batman.
Okay.
Another alias. So from the car culture, my name is Batman, which was my son Benji's name when he played football. We called him Batman. Right? So it's all kind of... So he's like, Pinchy Batman. He's like, Sapo's big ass Chicano, Mipas, on the east side of Mipas, certified, right? Tells me, damn, fucking Batman. So he gets me in the lowrider culture. I'm thugging with him. I'm doing the lowrider thing with him. Like I told you, everything I do, I love. We're traveling out of state, Chicano Park, repping. This is old school. I joined old school out of the car club I'm from old school car club because when I was a little boy, old school it's a city club from Phoenix with 10 spin-off car clubs now. Right? I wanted to join a club that was part of my city. Something that I know has been certified 30 years. And my club right now is 30 years. Old school's been around just about. You know, so I joined Old School because Sapo's like, hey, Abe, come do this, man. You know, you're doing this. You're kind of just freestyling. Join the club, come with me. And I'm like, all right, man, Sapo, let's get it, you know. But when I stood behind Sapo, the love that Sapo had for me and his just whole agenda to bring family together, his very family, man, I loved it. So there it goes. Abe falls in love with something else. Everything I fucking do, I do it to the 100%.
Yeah. What did you say when you guys were doing the name when he was here?
Oh, so we get the barbershop. I'm doing construction. I did natural gas with me and my wife. As we got older, you know, we built our life, me and my wife. Me and my wife, we work utilities. My wife worked for Arizona Public Service, which is APS, and I did underground utilities as a contractor for Southwest Gas. I did utilities, digging ditches. If you go deep in my Instagram, you see when I ran crew, I did a lot of gas main installations, these subdivisions. I did the gas for the remodel on I personally did the gas for the remodel on the Sun Devil Stadium. Oh, nice. Okay. I personally did the new gas line over there. Tapped in on Real Salado Parkway, all that. That's what I did. So I ran crews. We did big main installs, this and that. I did it for a lot of years. Mind you, I already had some accomplishments under my belt. You know, I had already bought my house, paid my house off. I had already worked a lot. I was in my 30s. I was like, damn, I don't feel like I'm a 30-year-old. I feel like shit. Because I'm that dad. I went to school. I went to work at night at 4 or 5 in the morning. 5 in the morning, it was dark. And when I came home, it was dark. I just did it repetitively, with the goals and ambitions to make sure my family's always taken care of. I get tired of it. I'm like, I already got some shit in my books. I've already done some things. So I went over my own business, right? First thing I did, before I started I went to do utilities. I started a landscaping company. I did it was called Abe's Landscaping and Tree Service. It was the hardest fucking job I ever did in my life.
That's just no joke, bro.
Out to all the yarderos.
Yeah, dude, for sure, bro. Shout out, man.
It was the hardest thing I ever did in my life. I never worked so hard in my life. It taught me, it was an opening thing to teach me business. Like, if you're going to do a job, no one's going to do it like you. Because I used to get people to come do the yards for me and that. Customers calling me. I said, fuck this. I'm not doing this. Stop that. Then I started doing the utilities. Did that for about 6 years. Started wearing my body out. Feeling like shit. You know, couldn't be a family man like I wanted to. I just wake up one day. I get hurt. And I feel like they're treating me like shit. I'm getting hurt. I got hurt at the company. I feel like they're treating me like shit. I tell my wife I'm not going to work no more. And she's like, okay, Dad. My wife's going, Doug, you know, she'll me aconseja and me habla.
Sure.
On the side, you know, but one thing about my wife is she always lets me make fatherly decisions, manly decisions, you know. So she's like, okay, well, what are you going to do? So I don't know. I'm going to chill, you know. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to start a business, you know. And so we get the barbershop, this and that. Meanwhile, that time I'm low riding. I'm with my brother Sapo. I'm chilling, you know. Boom. I'm coming here. I find a little barbershop empty. Like I said on Stally's interview, I'm like, yeah, this is it. We're going to do this. Let's get it. Back to my brother Sapo, so we can go change the subject. We're sitting on the couch, and Sapo's like, he's like, damn, Batman. So first he's like, what are you going to name it? What are we going to name it? And I was like, I don't know, brother. I'm not really scared about that, but we'll figure it out. He's like, call it old school barbershop. I'm like, fool, that's corny as fuck, fool. Ain't nobody going to come here. Half these fucking fools from spin-off car clubs that used to be old schooleros.
They're not going to,
They're not going to fuck with us. You know, they already don't like us. They already don't like us because Sapo was militant. You know what I'm saying? And they, no, fool, that's corny as hell. So he's just like, his big old smile. And we keep talking. And we're sitting in the AC, and he's like, damn, Batman, so you're just going to sit here and cut hair, and you're not going to be digging ditches and shit no more, you know, because I was in the sun in the field doing utilities. And I say, yeah, you're right. And he says, one of his favorite phrases was like, he says, no, pues, que suave. And I say,
that's it.
Sapo, that's the name. He's like, what? Que suave. And he's like, all right. And that's how Que Suave started.
That's a dope story, bro. That's a lot. That means a lot. Yeah.
I just lost my best friend, one of my best friends, man. Just lost him.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, out the fucking blue.
Yeah, rest in peace for sure, man. Like,
hey, but you're keeping his legacy going.
Yeah.
He's part of Que Suave.
And
for life.
It's grown into more than the barbershop as well.
Yeah. His picture was there before he passed away on the wall right there. With this placazo, the big brown pride tattoo on his back.
I've never seen that.
I put that up because I want people to know what kind of people they're dealing with when you come to the door.
Yeah.
You don't just tattoo that on you.
Right. It goes back to this isn't just decorations.
This is not a fucking decoration.
And I appreciate that too, because a lot of people don't give love and flowers to their homies while they're still here. You know, like people will put that up when they're gone. But you put that up before he was gone, when he was here.
Yeah.
To show him how much you appreciate him.
And he was randomly in here very little. Yeah. You know? Because he said I moved too fast for him.
Okay.
He'd always yell at me. I had a dream. He already came to see me at my dream.
Oh.
He already visited me and told me, "You fucking tell everybody your business," he says, in the dream after he passed.
Yeah.
You put everything on social media, motherfucker. He told me in my dream. So I kind of like, you know, I already came back to visit me and talk to me.
Yeah.
But I did it because I'm very, very appreciative of him. And that, like I said, that's not just a picture. That's, you know, you come to the door, you're not dealing with just regular people. You know, I'm not no square. You know, these ain't no fucking decorations. You know, back to that. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't just buy some pictures to put them up.
You don't just buy some shit. All that shit in there is gifts. Gifts from people, families, you know, people I want you to put this up, you know. Photographers, artists, people who inspired me. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk a little bit about the nonprofit too.
Yeah,
that you got going on. Because I know you've done the toy drives.
Yeah, before. 6 years.
6 years in a row. Damn.
So did you start that early on, or how that come about?
You don't see a lot about it because we don't do it for that reason.
Right.
We started when we opened the barbershop.
Okay, so it started when you opened the barbershop.
It's called Project Christmas, and it started back to why I told you we need to talk about the projects. It started in the projects. When we opened the barbershop, we wanted to do something good, of course. You know, some little bit about you has a little conscience and says, you're just taking. You're just taking blessings. But to take blessings, you gotta do shit.
Gotta give as well, yeah.
Give, yeah. So me and my family were like, let's start. Let's go. Let's go. Me and my family and the homie at the time was hanging out with me. Let's go get some toys at the dollar store. Let's just go buy a bunch of toys and we'll go pass them out to kids, right? So and I like, we'll get some music and we'll put some music on the back. And I called my brother DJ Reminisce, who's a big dude in the lowrider culture, who's always just dedicated, donated his time to doing community work. You know what I'm saying? Just always donating, giving stuff for the community, making sure the lowrider functions have music all the time. So I called Reminisce because he was with me advocating bringing the lowrider Sundays together over here on South Central, which is what happens, you know, once a month. That picture when we were out there by ourselves, just, you know, trying to get people to come back out to South Central. So I called Reminisce. We get some toys, put the music on the truck. Bro, it was the most ratchet toy drive ever. It was the most ratchet toy drive ever. We didn't have a microphone. We break a pair of these headphones in half, and we used one as a microphone. There's videos on the Facebook. You can go back to it where I'm talking about, we did it. We came to the Christmas, to the projects, you know.
Yeah.
So when we decided where to go, I could only think about the east side. I could only remember being that kid at the rec center and going to get a toy, standing in line. You know, stuff like my mom standing in lines at the Salvation Army or registering us to get toys. So I said, let's go to the projects. And we freestyled it, and we pulled up with the mic and the music and started screaming on the microphone when we pulled up to the projects. Merry Christmas, kids. We got toys for you guys. Come outside, you know, in case someone didn't get a toy on Christmas Day. It's been Christmas Day for 6 years. We just had our 6th Project Christmas. Wow. Started with 150 toys out of the back of a pickup truck. And now we do about 3,000 toys a year.
Wow. So you literally just pull up?
Yeah. Every
3,000?
3,000 toys.
Imagine the amount of kids that you impacted at this point. That's crazy. Because you remember standing in line. Imagine these kids. They're going to, I remember this fool came out with a broken headphone yelling at us. We passed out the toys. And every year it's just got bigger and bigger and better.
In that time frame, we became part of my homegirl China's nonprofit, which is Phoenix Impact. I'm the chief chairman. She's the vice president, and my wife's the secretary and treasurer. Wow. We have a small nonprofit, but we got big motion. We do big things in our community.
That's dope.
It's one of the things that we really don't talk about and put out there a lot. You really don't see us flying on that social media going crazy snap, because I think some of those things are private. Over the years, it's just become so massive. The toy drive part of it, the homeless outreaches, like the Que Suave Love Sesh we've done a couple years, where we go out and bless our homeless people. One of our sayings, my sayings is I'll get 10, 15 barbers come out there. We'll go do turkey dinners and just spread love in my hood right there by University Park. And my saying is I want the homeless people in my city to look good. You know what I'm saying? So nice. We go get them fresh, get them clothes. You know what I'm saying? We dress them up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Do it tight. Yeah. But as far as the toy drive goes, it's grown over the years. It's grown to bigger and bigger. Went to 2,000, 1,500 toys. In 2000, one year we hit 3,000 toys. And we just kept hitting that number the last 3 years, 4 years, 3 or 2 years of that. We just pull up, bro. So Merry Christmas. Our goal is to, even if we catch that one family that didn't get nothing for Christmas, we're here to bless the streets, bless the hood.
How does someone,
my friends, me and my small business partners? Yeah,
how does someone donate? They're listening to this and damn, I want to just donate. How do they reach out to you, or who do they reach out to?
We do it really, really quick. You can reach out to me. My wife, Vicio Mio Boutique, or Phoenix Impact, my homegirl China.
Okay.
Get yourself enrolled, get your company enrolled, your business. We do a tax write-off. We're a legitimate nonprofit.
Shout out your Instagram if they want to get in contact with you.
Our Instagram is Que Suave Tacos, Que Suave Barbershop, 2018. My wife's is Vicio Mio Boutique, who has the boutique lingerie, personalized jewelry, and Phoenix Impact. Any kind of donation, any kind of community love support you want to do, contact at Phoenix Impact.
And then Que Suave TV.
Que Suave TV is up and coming right now.
Nice.
Trying to get like you guys. Trying to get like you guys.
Trying to get like you.
Shit. I don't know what do you guys think about Que Suave TV? Me and my brother Julian.
I like it. Yeah. I like it. What's your boy's name?
Julian.
Yeah, he's dope, bro. He's funny.
Julian, kind of another dude, just fell out the sky, and it's been very, very
it's good, yeah. It's entertaining for sure, yeah.
Yeah, it made me start thinking about, because our channel obviously is dedicated to the podcast, but it started making me think, maybe we should do some other, little videos here and there, Because people like different content.
People like watching stuff. Like we did the Temu slides, the Temu thing. I seen Temu popping up on my phone forever. I'm like, I need to cop something from there. I thought it was a scam,
Yeah.
But, man, there's a lot of things that we got going on, that we've built, we're putting together, and it don't stop. There's a long, like I tell people, we're pretty far from where we come from. We're far from where we come from, but we're pretty fucking far from where we're going. And I think anybody needs to think that way. At the end of the day, we're community based. We're real people. You know what I'm saying? We got. We try to bring businesses on board, small business, the like the Mercado, that we got going on. We built a lot of relationships, over the years, and all positive shit. Leaving all my back, my kind of was somewhat dark childhood. Being a father, coming this way has been very essential. Very, very helped me make these smart decisions. Keep building.
It's amazing.
Bringing people around, involved, anybody. Now you guys are here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do want people to understand is when you throw these events at your business here, it's not just, hey, come eat some tacos or get a haircut. It's like, hey, come check out my spot, but look at come meet my community.
My friends, yeah.
Come meet my friends, come network. You know what? I got someone here that does jewelry. I got someone here that makes T-shirts. I got someone here that does this and that.
The Begolero,
yeah. I saw that.
Homie. Super inspired by him. Hustle Foods.
Yeah.
Mid-90s vintage.
Rappers, people that have bands, comedians.
I know comedians.
You put them on, bro.
Oh, you guys were here at the Friday event.
Yeah. I saw the comedian.
For the nonprofit.
Which was different, bro. It was the comedian went up and I was like, that's love, man.
Yeah,
that's love. Like nobody, I have never seen a comedian show at one of the pop-ups, and I was like, at the end of the day, they're a part of our neighborhood. They're a part of our culture. Why aren't we putting them on?
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool too, and like I like that you
seen we had to get that one guy off the stage. All right, man. All right, get the fucking mic. Hey,
speaking of that event, bro,
he made the best of it.
Speaking of that event, we're chilling. And the cops pull up. So what I'm used to, bro, is when the cops pull up, party's over, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean? Cops pull up, dude. We're all talking to the, hey, come over here, dude. And then all of a sudden, I'm kicking it, and the cops are kicking it with everybody, bro.
And it was just the level of extent of love and respect we got over
It's the community, bro. Yeah. It's crazy. So
they pulled up that day as a 420 event we do that we host for the nonprofit to try to raise money. It was kind of tough. You know, I'm always going to tell you, some of the events are tough.
Yeah.
To make something happen.
Yeah.
But we hosted a 420 event. My wife and she now a nonprofit, it's called Este Friday. They pulled up. The cop pulled up because he got pepper sprayed, and he's like, "Bro, I need some help. Like, can I come? Do you mind if I come in there and wash off?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't mind. Pull up." They come and eat. I know the sergeant of the South Phoenix precinct. Like, pull up. They know who I am. Mm-hmm. They walk into a big ass 420 weed party.
Dude, I was tripping, bro, because people were smoking. I was
in a natural sense, the people. In a natural sense, the people they
tighten up.
They tighten up, bro.
Oh shoot, I tightened up.
And I rode the situation for a little bit. It was cool, but a couple of the homies, one of my homies was super spooked out. Another people, started feeling comfortable after a little bit. So I kind of had to hey, y'all you guys appreciate you. They're like, hey, do you mind if we get some food? Nah, I don't mind. Handle that. But they try to chill.
Yeah, they were trying to chill, bro.
And the party kind of just everybody's blowing blunts and passing out free weed, which is completely legal.
Yeah,
because we got all our shit in line.
Yeah,
and they weren't even tripping anyways. They didn't give a fuck. They seen the tacos burning, and they must have got contact high or some shit. Because they're like, can we get some? Yeah.
Did they know the salsa had some fucking weed infused in it? Because they probably left high as fuck.
Oh shit! Did they give it to them?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
But I got some. I was like,
I don't know what happened, but I hope they didn't give him no weed because I wouldn't want to fuck his job up or anything like that. So what I did was after they kind of wore out their welcome, I just said, hey man, all due respect, but you guys got to go. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You guys got to get the fuck up out of here. And they knew what's up at that point.
That's dope.
Like I said, one of my dudes was freaking the fuck out and kind of made me feel kind of like, bro, like chill the fuck out because ain't nothing illegal here going on.
Yeah, we're good.
Whatever he had personal going on, maybe he had some personal things going on. I don't know. Yeah, but it just kind of went down like that.
That's dope that you're the head of this whole spot, so they know who to come to. Like, hey,
and they respect us.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you're not breaking the law is supposed to be there. I don't mess with cops. I've been put in some ugly situations by cops, but the cops that know me, they're fans of me. Mm-hmm. Fans of me because they know I come from the streets. They know my story, and when they come to my business, this is business. At the end of the day, respect my business, respect my property here where you're at with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they seemed like it was just they just came to it didn't seem like they were trying to enforce anything. It was more like they just kind of were very comfortable coming again. You made people feel comfortable, bro. Even the fucking cops,
even the police,
even the police, bro. That they just looked like they were comfortable hanging out, bro. And I was like, that's dope.
Yeah, but like I said, shouts out Phoenix PD. They all have a job to do.
For sure.
I'm a business owner, and I'm sure if something were to pop off that shouldn't pop off, they would be here to protect us.
Yeah, like you said, they got to do their job.
We can't just be like, fuck the cops all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
They got a job to do, and it's a hard job that they do.
Hell yeah, bro.
Especially in my city. My city's crazy.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, you're killing it out here, bro. And obviously, this is the Beyond the Brand podcast. So our favorite question to ask to wrap it up, we always like to ask, why do you do what you do? There's a lot of people that you're impacting out here. There's multiple businesses you got going. You got your pop-ups going.
Yeah.
Why do you do all this?
Man, I do it for, there's probably a list of reasons why I do it. First and foremost, I do it because I know I come from nothing. Right? I know I come from nothing. And I know that although my mom couldn't give me the things I wanted, she knew what it took. And she instilled that in me to hustle and be creative and be loving, and gave me all the tools that she knew I would need in life, right? So, number one, I know I come from nothing, and I think if you ever want to change your life, not only my life now, my family's, I got to take all these lessons, the blueprint, the neighborhood, the projects, the businesses, the give backs, charity work, use all that to move forward. Second, I do it for these 12 people that work for me, you know, that these families, these young boys that are changing their life drastically, you know. The kitchen help, you know. I do it for that. And I guess lastly, I would do it to inspire my people. Yeah, we're stronger. We're stronger together. You got to know that you can do all this shit. You can do anything you want in life. That's the realest shit I've ever freaking heard. Eminem, like 2000 some shit. You know, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do in life. You just got to go out and do it.
Damn.
And if you don't fucking get up and do it, you ain't gonna do shit.
And come see. You got the barbershop, got the fucking bomb ass restaurant over here.
Yeah.
You about to do some tattoos.
Yeah, I'm doing the tattoos right now.
You're doing whatever the fuck you want.
Got the boutique. I do cash for clunkers. Shouts out, I do suave cash for clunkers. I buy junk cards. 365 is one of my incomes. I got an income off the taco shop. I got an income off the barber shop. I recruit for barber schools. I put kids in a career path to become barbers. Set them up with the right school. It's one of my incomes. We got Vicio Mio Boutique. It's my wife's boutique. It's a lingerie and personalized woman jewelry. Also does some events and stuff like that. Got the nonprofit that we do. A little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? That's not it. Yeah. You know, it's really true. You need your incomes. You know, especially if you're not college educated, making $200K, or for a career you went to make $200K a year. You know. We do decent, you know. I don't see a lot of it right now because I'm still in the big investment stage of our life to do what we want to do, what the ultimate goal and plan is. But you know, combined incomes. You know, if I could give any bit of advice, combined incomes. If you're a barber, drop a T-shirt brand, a little side service, shit trade. You know, all that shit. You know, I got homies that do everything.
You have to.
Yeah, so, you know, last Saturday when I closed out, I was like, damn, you know, all these little incomes come together. And not every week is great, but when it is great, it's great.
Yeah.
You know?
And you love all of them, so you put in that same passion into each one.
I'm not going to lie, I slept all day yesterday and stayed home with my wife because, you know, you become numb at some point. Your body's just,
you know. You need that break.
And I might go home and do the same today.
yeah.
And maybe tomorrow.
You need that, though.
Matter of fact, I won't come back to work till next Tuesday. But I can do that.
Yeah. Because you worked for it.
I worked for it.
Put in those hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit about me, man. There's a lot to it.
Hell yeah.
And I hope we build a better relationship as we move forward. Thank you for having me on the brand. I love the shows. I've watched like the dude Luciano's podcast. Mm-hmm. Dude's a creative. I thought that was dope. I don't know the cat, you know, but I've seen him around. I've seen the girl that does the
Medium.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Shout out to the
crazy.
Yeah.
Stally, my brother, watched it start to end.
Yeah, anybody that's watching this podcast now, you could pull up here and say, "Hey, I know the owner."
Yeah, of course.
Abe.
Yeah, you know Abe. You know Abe and Miriam.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, my wife's not really a big public speaker, but she's more like in person impact in your life.
Oh yeah,
you have really good energy, bro. And I felt that from the first day that I met you, and I was very intrigued by everything that you have going on. So I think it's really cool that I got to have you on the show with us here, and just to continue to know you. And I hope that this relationship does go further than just this podcast. And you know, I'll definitely be in here to support and you know, bring the family through. And make sure that you do follow Abe, because he does have a lot of events going on. Within the community. And
May 26th, we got the next Monday Mercado. I don't know if the video will be ready by then. But May 26th, if this is aired, you're welcome to come to South Phoenix Morning Mercado. It's probably going to be our last morning Mercado, and we're going to try to do an evening, afternoon Mercado, because it is getting a little hot.
Yeah, for sure.
Makes sense,
But it's been numbers out here. A lot of people, a lot of the vendors have been selling out.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I care about.
That's dope, dude.
I walk around and I smoke a little leño, a little pinto, a little leño, a little, and and then I'll start looking for my food spots. You know, what food vendor I want to try.
Vendors, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll have people like influencers out here, like Mr. Señor Foodie. You know, Brian, have Brian out here.
Shout out to Brian.
A lot of people who are in the game, you know, selling Cholo Coffee. Shouts out Cholo Coffee, my boy Weiner.
Yeah.
Weiner's been big. He's, you know, unknowingly, I guess Weiner didn't know, but Weiner is a big impact on how Suave Barbershop started.
Nice.
When he let us promote, when he let us promote at his In the Streets show.
Remember you telling me about that? Yeah.
You know, we were overnight success because we did a big promotion at one of his huge car shows that he throws.
Wow.
But Weiner comes out, sends Cholo Coffee out here, just kind of supporting, you know, and I support Weiner. And then who else? And there's so many people out here. I'm sorry if I didn't mention your name, but, you know, just know you're warm and dear in my heart. All you guys, all the vendors, you know, all the artists, my boy Faust.
Yeah, they say
shouts out Spock. Shouts out Spock, who created the logo for Que Suave Tacos. You know, I got to do a small little snippet of him, and he said he really liked. He said a lot of people do ask for logos, and you know, Spock is big with the suns. That's a Spock sign right there. It says, "This is only the beginning. If you're not with me now, I won't need you later." Spock and Co. And I did a little snippet with Spock and was like, and I said, Spock, how does it feel to see our logo out? And he's like, you know what, man, it feels pretty damn good, because a lot of people ask for logos and they don't really take it serious, their business, and they go and they use it a couple times. But he says, but this one, I see this shit keep going. I see he's doing this. He's got a restaurant. What is he doing next? So it feels good to him. And you know, people like that, they really matter. You know, when we went with him to do our logo, help us out. Good dude, city dude, you know. We got brothers like my brother Faust, you know, the artist. I don't know if you know Faust from GA.
Heard of him, yeah.
You know, help me build this place. Does all the work. His paintings are outside. Just his love, his dedication to us. You know, and they go. Love is mutual. You know, we're just built by community. This place, Que Suave, is not just built by us; it's built by the community.
Yeah,
for the community.
I can feel your love for the city, bro. And you know, we have the same thing. You know, born and raised. You know, as well. So definitely,
we got our own culture. We got our own culture. Yeah. Anyone coming out here from anywhere, welcome you. But we got our own culture out here.
Yes, sir. And none of us sitting here are self-made. We all had people that helped us out. Beyond the Brand Podcast with your boys.
Frankie.
Angelo B. We out.
Peace.
Thank you.